Hey, good day, good day, good day. Hey, thank you for joining me again on this wonderful Wednesday. You know what? Like I told you, each and every day, folks, we have to wake up and we have to count our blessing, man. You know why? Because each and every day, guess what? That we are able to open up these two big eyes. You know what I'm saying? Right now, and take a breath of fresh air, breathe in, breathe out. Guess what? We are more than beyond lucky. We are more than beyond lucky. We are blessed. We are triple blessed. We are double blessed. And even right now, like I say, this is me. I am Brian Glaze Gibbs. This is my story. This is my ministry. What I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what I'm going to talk about today is right now is like Lou Hobbs. Lou Hobbs have just been released. Also, Bill, Underwood, William Bill Underwood, formerly of the Vigilante, also have just been released. Folks, sit back and think about it. These individuals had life sentence, and yet and still regards of what? You know what? It was a doomed situation, complete darkness. Yes, they admit their involvement into that street life because what they were trying to do is they were trying to make a better way for them and their family. So the difference is what they was out there taking shortcut. But the difference is with Mr. Underwood, what he did was he kind of got into it and got out of it. And the crazy part about his whole story is right now is I remember when I was a kid, I was in Green Haven at the time. And this was like 83, 84. And every time you go to the yard and you turn on the news or whatever, you was hearing about different, activity, especially violent activity as far as murder. And the murder was involved in this group called the Vigilante that Mr. Underwood was supposed to be, in charge of at that present time. But the difference is right now is that was like 83, 84. So as time went on, Mr. Underwood, what he did was, guess what? He got away from all of that. As the other individual got caught up into it and got time for the case, Mr. Underwood merged and went out into Hollywood. And right now he got into the music industry and became a big, producer. And right now he had the likes when he went to trial of Johnny Gill come in and testify on his behalf. That was his godfather. Johnny Gill, the R&B singer. I'm talking about right now is he was rubbing elbow with the likes of Michael Jackson. The king of pop. So you sit back and you look at it like, wait a minute, hold up, man. How can this individual, this man be responsible for, the Vigilante, a big drug organization in Manhattan, Harlem, New York, but yet and still he was able to get out of that. He dabbed into that to get out of it. And he was able to get out, and get away and go out to California and make it and became successful in life. He became a bigwig. But yet and still, sometimes, folks, people do not understand. Sometimes your past have the tendency of catching up with you and coming back when you least expect it and bite you in the rear end. So, folks, the more other stories, like I say, man, there's no shortcut in life. But yet and still, sometimes when you feel you have to do different things to come up, because who the hell want to be homeless? Who don't want to be hungry? You can't be able to provide for your family. Your kids, your wife, your girls, whoever, your mother, your father, you can't take care of them, regardless. But yet and still, what you do is you call yourself, man, getting into the game. This is the game. Out there in the street of Harlem, street of New York City, and all the metropolitan area. That hustle's out there. And sometimes it takes a little bit of nothing for people to put you on. And then guess what? You got 25% can be successful and 75% going to fail. But how long can you be successful? This man right now is, like I told you, escaped, got away, and then came back and got him. And right now was 88. Because once again, I was there in MCC, New York, with him and the Sweeper Brothers when he got that case. And yet and still, they didn't care, what you doing now. They going by what you did in your past. And what wound up happening, what he did in his past, he admitted. He admit what he was doing. And right now, he took full ownership and he wasn't proud of it. So right now, shout out to Mr. William Underwood. Because once again, man, here it is right now was when you got life, it's hard to get out of life with the feds. You don't get out of life with the feds. So right now, Harlem heroin dealer sentenced to life in 1990 when released. So here it is. Here's a photo. This is a picture, okay, of William Underwood. Welcome home, sir. You deserve it. Your family deserve it. Your daughter, man, right now is, guess what? She's very, very powerful, man. I met her through social media, and that's all she did was spoke highly and was trying to get you win your freedom, man. You got a powerful, powerful family, my brother. You did a great job. You know what I'm saying? Here he go. Here you go again. This and back then with the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Come on, man. The brother had went on to bigger and better things, man. And guess what? Here it is right now is I'm just happy. And right now, folks, I'm quick to say everybody deserves a second chance, a third chance or whatever. So what I'm just trying to say right now, welcome home. Welcome home, Mr. William Underwood. You know what I'm saying? It's well deserved. And folks, like I told you right now, 9 out of 10, when you get a sentence, you know what I'm saying, with the United States government, you know what I'm saying, for, like I said, a drug charge or you get life imprisonment, chances are you're not coming home. So what I'm going to do at this present time, I'm going to read the leader of the 1970 Harlem heroin trafficking gang, whose life sentence was tutored by Senator Cory Booker as an example of the unfair criminal justice system. He won release after more than 3 decades in prison. William Underwood, transformation from leader of the extremely violent vigilante gang to upstanding inmate, was chronicled by Manhattan federal judge Sidney Stein in a 10-page decision published Friday. Okay? So that's what it say. Like, look at that. Underwood has by all count, been a manifestly model inmate, a mentor to countless young men in custody, and an active and devoted father and grandfather, all while under the specter of a life without parole sentence. You know what I'm saying? The judge noted that the support of judge, prison staff, former inmate, and Booker, you know what I'm saying, the Democrat senator in New Jersey, the senator say Underwood, you know what I'm saying, was the type of elderly prison suffered needlessly due to the law of the war on drugs. Booker proposed a bill in 2019, the Second Look Act, and cited Underwood case. Sit back and think about it. God is good. You know what I'm saying? God is good. Right now, guess what? This man kept the faith. He kept swinging until his hand got tired, and he was still swinging. And guess what? Here it is. He won his freedom. Once again, congratulations to the brother William Underwood, you know what, and all the other people that been released, you know what I'm saying, period, or pardoned. That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing in itself. That's what it's all about, man. That's why I say, folks, we all can make mistakes, but what we got to do is teach these kids not to make no mistake at all. Because once again, a lot of people ain't going to end up like, you know what I'm saying, William Underwood. A lot of people is not going to end up like a Lou Hobbs. Because once again, that's not what it's all about. It's all about right now is if you go out there and you commit that crime, they want to serve you, man. They want to keep you in that multi-billion-dollar prison system for the rest of your life. Over what? And it's not worth it. So what I want y'all all to do is take the time, man. You know, saying coach, counsel, and train these kids. Let them know right now is, guess what? It's not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. The next person I'm going to talk about is welcome home to is this gentleman, Lou Hobbs. Okay? Lou Hobbs. Right now, I know Lou personal, man. I know Lou since we was kids, probably like 14, 15 years old. Him and One Arm Monk used to be up there at the Diamond Exchange, 4750th Street. And right now, they used to hustle, man. I'm talking about Lou was always a cool guy, man. Natural cool guy. Nothing. He wasn't on that gangster stuff or whatever. Dressed nice, made his money. That's what Lou was all about. And yet, in still regards what? When you hear Lou got life, man. You know what I'm saying? Period. When you heard Lou, Lou and Mike Tyson. Tyson used to go see him. Or what? And I know Tyson is thrilled, you know what I'm saying, to have his homeboy. Now look at what they say. Lou Hobbs. President Trump commuted the sentence of Lou Hobbs. Mr. Hobbs has served 24 years of his life sentence while incarcerated. Mr. Hobbs completed his GED as well as various other education classes. Mr. Hobbs is dedicated to improving his life and is focused on his family and friends who have assisted him during difficult times. Sit back. Look, folks, I'm talking about right now is here. I think it was longer, but they say 24 years, man. He had life. Even when everybody started sitting back thinking about it, when the word came out that Lou had life, people couldn't understand that. Lou, super duper nice guy, man. I'm talking about right now is super duper nice guy. It's like right now, you know what? I felt so guilty because I had one misunderstanding with Lou. And right now, it wasn't me. It was a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, that, you know, her and Lou got into, I guess, a disagreement, you know what I'm saying, out of town. when I think they was in Baltimore, Washington, somewhere. And what happened was they got into a big dispute. And Lou, you know, he do. Right now, he say some real slick stuff, real wicked stuff, and hurt her feeling, disrespected her. And you know what? Like I told you right now, Wiz, guess what? Here it is. This young lady was like a sister. So I didn't want to go after Lou, but the difference is this was like family. So here it is, when I ran into Lou about that situation or whatever, it was very hard. And despite I was a hardened individual at that time, it was very hard when I caught him downtown, I think by the tunnel. It was very hard for me to like check him, man. I felt so bad. But the difference is I had to, yo, bro, listen, man, what happened? And to me, like, yo, he started explaining. I said, look, man, here it is right now. That can't happen no more, man, under any circumstance. And right now is, you know, we talked and I checked him in regards to that. He apologized. But the difference was I felt so bad after the fact. Why? Because Lou is that type of dude, man. Lou, it was a cool brother that I didn't gain no points by, you know, trying to grandstand on Lou or try to check Lou, because once again, that's how nice of a brother he was. It's like, man, I don't care who you are, what you are. If you was out there, especially growing up in my age bracket and from Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, Staten Island, you know what I'm saying, DC, Maryland, LA, wherever you was from. If you met Lou and you couldn't get along with Lou Hobbs, you couldn't get along with anybody. Because once again, like I told you, man, anybody that know that dude, he was a super cool, likable dude, man. And that's the difference. So even right now, on this day, man, on this day, okay, January 20th, 2021, welcome home, Lou Hobbs. Right now, like I say, hopefully all is well. Hopefully when you get out, like I said right now, you got everything lined up for you, man. Listen, reach out to me, man. My email address, briangibbs1201@yahoo.com, man. Like I tell you right now, man, whatever I can do to assist you on the strength, consider it done. And folks, like I said right now, was guess what? The moral of the story, man, everybody deserves a second chance, a third chance. You know, I had one gentleman call me up yesterday because he heard about, you know, William Underwood, you know, get released. And he heard about, you know what I'm saying, the President Trump part in Harry, the guy that put up the money for death row. And then, you know, the young brother, he just asked me a question. Well, they pardon all these people. What you think, man? Do you think they're going to pardon Howard Pappy Mason? So even right now, like I say, folks, like, you know, I'm like, yo, bro, you're a highly intelligent individual. And to me, like, for you to ask me a question like that, man, come on, man. Like, let's sit back and think about it. And don't get me wrong, like, folks, I wish, you know what I'm saying, Howard Pappy Mason could be released. I wish, you know what I'm saying, period. I wish he could be released. But you sit back and you think about it right now is, you know, with all the situation, all the stuff that happened or whatever, guess what? This is Howard Pappy Mason. So when he asked me that question, you know, saying, do you think they're going to pardon Howard Pappy Mason? The difference is Pappy Mason have a NYPD rookie police, you know what I'm saying, murder on his jacket, as far as like he called a shot from jail to murder this rookie police. And then not only that, he was suspected in, you know what I'm saying, Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols parole officer murder. So when you sit back and you look at it or whatever, these folks, they trying to release them that was like, you know, they didn't have violent felonies. Okay, even right now, the vigilante was different. That was years ago. He was the boss. So a lot of things that happened, guess what? Probably he didn't know about it. But yet in still regards, what? It was no official. It was no law enforcement. So that's the difference. And people, what you have to do and what you can't, got to understand, you can't compare apple to orange. It's a big difference. You can't compare it. It's no comparison, folks. You can't compare it. So the difference is everybody's situation is different. But the difference is right now is, do people deserve second chances? Yes, they do. Because once again, anybody can change. Take it for somebody that know. Okay, pardon me. Take it for somebody that know. Like I say right now, my name is Brian Glaze Gibbs. This is my ministry. I am not your typical minister. But right now is I've been through hell and back. Okay? I've been in and out of jail since I was like 16. You know what? By the time I was like, 18, I had 4 felony conviction. And I watch, and I'm going to do a story soon on this brother. The brother name is Paul Clark. Little Positive. Little Positive been in jail, I'm talking about right now, since 1980. okay? I was like 16, 17 when I met Lou Hobbs. Lou Hobbs been in jail since 1980 and he's still there. And the difference is right now was he got, he pled guilty to one body that he was guilty of. And then right now they gave him 25 life for another body that he had nothing to do with. So where's the justice at, folks? The difference is, like I said right now, was he made one mistake and he's still in there. Some of us, I was blessed. I'm not bragging. I was a fool. I kept getting out, going back in, keep getting out, going back in. I made plenty of mistakes. But yet, in still regards what? Here it is, I'm here. I was blessed. I woke up. I smelled the coffee. I stopped banging my head against that prison wall. Boom, boom, boom. I stopped doing that. I stopped doing dumb things that can get me back incarcerated. I stopped committing crime. I stopped having that desire. Stopped being addicted to fast money. You know what I'm saying? Fancy cars, big jewelry, big townhome, apartment, you know what I'm saying? Houses. I stopped being addicted to all that. What I became addicted to, living, enjoying life, counting my blessing. That's what I became addicted to. So some people do not get no second chance. So those that get in second and third chance, we got to count our blessing. It's only because of the grace of God, man. We are blessed. We are highly favored. Guess what? And like to me, I'm beyond lucky. You know what I'm saying? Get your signed copy of this book, Beyond Lucky, the Glaze Gibbs story. A true story of crack, money, murder, and redemption. Email me to order your signed copy, Glaze Gibbs. Email me at Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 @yahoo.com. Listen, I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right now, I don't candy coat anything or whatever. Right now, I talk about the most embarrassing part of my life because that's what it's all about. In order to be true and honest with anybody else, you must first attempt to be honest with yourself. And a lot of us can't do that. A lot of us can't look ourselves in the mirror, look ourselves in the eye. We can't do that. Why? Come on. In order to be honest with anybody else, you must first attempt to be honest with yourself, folks. Like I told you right now, was take your time. Start being a mentor to this younger generation. They need it. They need it. The stuff that they doing out there, what they're doing, they're raising their hand. They're not saying it, but they doing so much of stupid stuff that they're raising their hand, saying to themselves, I need help. Somebody please help me. So right now, we as older spokespeople, people with knowledge, people with understanding, people with experience, let's reach out and try to save those that want to be saved. Save those that we can save. It's not too late. It's not too late. It's never too late. It's never too late for change. Why could change come from within? And what take change to go to full effect? Pain. You have to hit rock bottom, feel pain. Sit back and think about it. You homeless and you sleeping on the street. And that's the lowest you can go. You don't got nowhere to go. Right now, you taking a cardboard to pull over you to keep the wind from hitting you as shelter, as a blanket. Folks, come on. Think about it. Hitting rock bottom, you have nothing to eat. Your stomach been growling for days. Come on, you got to go through the trash can to try to find something to eat. No, folks, we are better than that. Right now, when you see people up there panhandling for money, you know what? Guess what? If you got some change, you got some dollar bill, even if you just bought breakfast yourself, give it to them. Give it to them. Because guess what? Here it is. It's best to give than receive. So the difference is right now, folks, what I'm just trying to tell you right now is, guess what? We all got a heart. We all got a big heart. Right now, we have to go back to the basic principle. Teach one, help one, love one, empower one, encourage one. That's what life is all about. So even as I say today, as I started this message, you know what? God is good. Like I said right now, here it is right now. All these individuals that I look at that was part in the day. I'm talking about right now, when you talk about all these brothers, that's good, man. And you hope some of these other individuals get part in also. I'm talking about right now, thank God, William Underwood, you know what I'm saying, right now was released. Okay? That's a blessing. Thank God. Lou Hobbs was released. Okay? And right now is, guess what, folks? Here it is. That's why you can never give up, man. That's why you can never give up, man. Keep fighting until your hands get tired. And even if it start getting tired, fight some more, man. Come on, man. We all got that fight in them, but fight for the right reason, not for the wrong reason. Listen, man, hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Right now, follow me on Instagram, Bryant Glaze Gibbs. Like I say, this is my ministry, and I am not your typical minister. Right now, thank you for joining me. Please share. Once again, one love, Bryant Gibbs.